Hi and welcome to Down the Shed. On this video we're going to start on this Guangzhou tower, but yeah, you'll be hard pushed to find a decent build guide for this anywhere. I've not found one. So I'm going to do a build guide and I'm also going to do a build. So I'm going to do the two videos separate. So this one will literally be just the build guide instructions, and then I'll be using those instructions to actually construct the tower itself. So keep tabs out. It'll be a while before I actually upload the build video, but hopefully this guide video will help anyone who's stuck in the meantime. So this is just a quick look at the CANTON tower that I built in the previous video, link in description. Yeah, so this is what basically we'll be aiming to end up with when we actually build the kit. So here we have the features and parameters. So the function and component listing. So pause while you peruse this. So you might want to pause for the schematic and the remote controls. So detailed build instructions. These will get explained in more detail as we go. Pause where necessary. So if you keep watching, we will get into a more detailed pictorial build. Okay, so that's bringing us to the end of the worded guide. We'll now have pictures and we'll go through those and then build it together in another video. Step 1, 100k ohm metal film resistor. Step 2, install mini USB female socket. Now install one piece 2mm 1x10 pin female socket. Step 4, 220 UF electrolytic cap. Step 5, LEDs on the four corners. Step 6, one piece self-locking power switch. Okay, so the 40 pin IC socket is actually on the opposite side of the board, so pay attention to that when fitting. Okay, is to install the chip, taking into account the notch and putting it in the correct direction to the board. So step 9, the VS1838B infrared receiver on the same side as the STC chip. Okay, so step 10, we need to fit this screws for the amplifier board, which will fit into the 10 pin socket we've already placed. Step 11, fit the amplifier board and secure with screws provided. Okay, step 12, install the one piece 3-watt 4-ohm speaker and solder the wires as shown in the diagram. So at this point you can test the main controller, so just follow the procedures in the writing on the screen. Pause here if you need to, and we'll come back and carry on in a moment. All this will obviously be done in the actual build video anyway. Okay, so this is why we have two templates, so you can see which rings are which layer on the board. We'll build these in the video. So the positioning of the ring layers and where they connect to, pause where you need to. So these next 4 pictures will show how to connect the LEDs in their rings. I will demonstrate this in the next video with more detail. Okay, so steps 21 to 36 are the making of the rings. Remember, we have the diagram slightly further back in the video, which I'll also put here again for the rings placement. So just a reminder of the location of parts. So steps 37 to 40 are the spire top. The instructions are on the screen, so follow them. We will again do this in the build video. So I would suggest using a CR2032 to check each LED individually, but use a multimeter in continuity mode to check them anyway. So you should have 16 rings plus the 4 spire layers. So now we can start building these together. It's time to start installing the layers of LEDs on the PCB. Pay attention to the level of the LEDs. Right, I wouldn't suggest having it powered just yet, but if you connect the positive pole of the first layer to Y15 by the white wire, it should turn on and flash normally if it is powered up. Okay, so we now need to tin the negative poles in order to fix the next layers of LEDs to these. Okay, so bend the next layer LED pin slightly in order to connect to the first layer. Patience doing this will give you a much better job, unlike my CANTON tower. So second layer to Y14 as per the diagram. I suggest you pause here, but this is the wiring diagram for the remaining layers. Okay, so here's a picture of the nearly finished item. I would suggest testing each layer as you put them on. So step 63, install the 4 layers of the spire, connect them to the 16th layer of tower main. So this is my CANTON tower. This is what we are expecting to see from our Guangzhou tower. So most of it is LED. It looks more complicated than it is. So hopefully this build guide's been helpful to you. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and we will be building the Guangzhou tower soon. So subscribe to the channel for that and more exciting videos from Down the Shed.
Ciao Lily.